All right, we live, dudes, man. I'm gonna go ahead and get this straight sitting out here and share it to everybody before we get started. So
Okay.
I would tell you don't say nothing you don't want nobody to hear right now, but I'd be like I'd be wasting my time. They gonna learn today. Oh man, you up early? You ain't used to this early, huh, dudes. Quarantine got you sleeping in like a bear now.
Man, I usually get up about 8:30.
Oh man, that ain't too bad, man. Well, you know how early I get up, so.
Yeah. But I don't want to be the first person to call in on the office, and I don't want to be the last. So,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Well, we're gonna have fun real quick on this show, man. We're gonna. Well, you know how we do it. Hey, me and you started this, so.
yes, sir. I'm ready.
Okay, man. I didn't realize that many groups I got here. Shoot, did you finish it up, or you ended up seeing it at the end last night, the whole draft?
Man, dude, they need to do something about the time,
They
bro.
got to, man. They got to, man.
I was struggling trying to get to the last pick. Struggling. Oh, and by the way, that was probably the biggest surprise to me.
Which one?
They took the 5'7" running back from LSU.
Hey, that shocked me, but that's KC.
Yeah, but
That's
I think
KC.
it'd be so much better if they took Swift or even the kid out of from the kid from Wisconsin. I think both of those are, in my opinion, they both better fits for them. But hey, I just ain't never seen those 5'7" running backs do a whole lot in the NFL, bro.
Man,
I mean,
they
other than like specialty stuff.
yeah, that
You
was
got Darren
shocking.
Sproles who lasted a long time, but he did a lot of kickoff returns, punt returns, played third down. That's pretty much it. That's why he lasted so long. I don't know if this kid's gonna last that long for him to be the first running back taken
Yeah,
to
that
Kansas City.
yeah, that was shocked me too, man. I was like, whoa. But soon,
Yeah,
but then I started thinking about it though. He must have had a hell of a workout.
yeah, but he ain't had that good of a workout. I mean, all the way up to the draft, all they talked about was like players who got taken in the first round, or you know, players who got taken over this player or whatever, right? And almost every time, the guy who they took that you know kind of overshadowed the other guy.
Yeah, that was.
Literally, they never panned out to be anything. I mean, like, who in their right mind picked old boy from LSU to be the number one running back?
Well, we gonna get going, man. Hey, what's up, everybody? That's your boy Billy Ratliff here, man, with the Volunteer Road Show, man. I got my main man Fred, aka Deuce, White on the show, man. It's my boy, so show some love, dog. What's going on, dudes, man? Let's get this thing started, man. Hey, I know you already started talking
What's
about the
up?
draft, man. I already know you did, man.
Yes,
What
sir.
what was the best pick of the draft? Let's start off like this here. Tell me about what you remember about the draft when you going into the draft back when we came out, man.
Man, I was excited, yet didn't know what to think. And it was an experience that if you go through as a player, man, it's stressful for one. Your phone is ringing all day long. Coming up to the draft, everybody's calling. You don't know where you're gonna fall into the draft. You don't know if it's gonna go one way and all the safeties get picked. You don't know if it's gonna go the other way where all the running backs are gonna get picked. And just remember watching the draft and some of my teammates, I'm looking at, I'm thinking, dang, they didn't go first round. Like Dwayne Goodrich and Deion Grant, and I'm thinking, dang, these guys, I know they should be going first round. They all went second round, even Chad Clifton. So my thought process was like, wow, I don't know if I'm gonna get drafted. Your projection goes out of the window when you're in the draft, man. Whatever they told you your draft pick was, they add another round to it. Because you never know what's going to happen in the draft. You never know which way the team's going to go. And one
Man.
thing about last night is that you didn't see a whole lot of trading, which, weird in a draft. Like, then I understood because it's virtual, but you didn't see a lot of trading. Toward the end, the Patriots, and they always do stuff like that. But
Yeah,
I think it was less trading in the top 10
Yep.
simply because it was a virtual draft.
Yep. That was it. That was it, man. It shocked me too, man. I had a feeling it was going to be like that too, man. Just because of the opportunity. They didn't have that much time to evaluate in a sense. I mean, they already knew what they wanted, but it's the ones that I was telling you about, the tweeners, man. The guys that wasn't automatic supposed to be first round. They jumped into the first round if they went through the workouts and stuff. When they came back home and worked out at home, and instead of running that 4.5, they run a 4.4. And it's like, okay, so it was a fluke. And they realized the talent is really, because they know what talent you got, man. They know you can play football.
Yeah,
It's
but I mean, the draft ain't. It's not correct science in the first place. I mean, if that's the case, Tom Brady would have been the first player picked in the draft when he came out. You know what I mean? So it's not a perfect draft, but nobody has a perfect, um, a crystal ball that says this guy's going to be better than this guy, which is why there's been so many first round busts, and also why so many guys who got drafted in the first round that don't make the Hall of Fame. Because when you pick it in the top 10, you're basically saying that guy is worthy of wearing a gold jacket at the end of his career, and you don't see that a lot. So a lot of guys that are going to be Hall of Famers come in the second draft class.
mm-hmm.
I'm still coming in the second round, third round, fourth round, whatever. So first round guys are not necessarily known to just say, okay, yeah, they're going to be great. Like, you look at my Falcons, and I think the corner that they picked in the draft, although we needed a cornerback, I didn't think he was a pick you needed at that moment, considering the fact that you had the linebacker from LSU chasing
Yes.
still on the board, and you need an edge rusher. That's, to me, that's like, okay, you stretched it. Is the kid good? He is good. But if he doesn't have a pass rush, and looking at the Falcons from the last few years, if we don't have a pass rush, our corners, it won't matter how good they are anyway, because we won't be able to cover for that long in the NFL.
Yeah.
And you play in a division where you got Michael Thomas, you got Evans out of Tampa Bay, and he also has Tom Brady. You got three of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, all in the AFC East, AFC South. Right? I'm sorry, NFC South. You got Drew Brees in New Orleans. You got Tom Brady in Tampa Bay, along with Gronk and Mike Evans and Goodwin, and then you have Teddy Bridgewater over there. You got to be able to put pressure on the quarterback in this division, and we didn't do that in the first pick.
Yeah, man. It was. I mean, you got a lot of people left on the board, man. I mean, it's like that once that you said earlier, man. I mean, add another round to what your agent told you was going to go. Especially like with so many kids that left early too, man.
Yeah.
You know,
Man, think about it. Would you have thought that T. Higgins wouldn't have made it out of the first round?
dude, I
I'm,
would
I'm so surprised at that.
never ever would have thought that, man. I mean,
I would have never thought that.
never,
Ever.
because gosh, you talking about talent that they got left out there. You still got kids that's left out there should have been first round draft picks.
And you know what's crazy? I think it's a product of the fact that you couldn't do like your pro day at your school this year. You know what I mean? You only got a chance to do what you can do at the combine. Some guys got better at that facility in years past. You know what I mean?
That's what I was telling you, man. I mean, that's why when I was talking to you the other day, I was telling you like this might be the first draft ever of the most bust in the first round.
You got a point. You got a point. There's a few picks I look at like, wow, did you really pick that kid first? But hey, to each their own. And some teams are, they're perennially known to pick, based off of just combine numbers instead of watching it out on film.
Mm-hmm.
Film don't lie.
You're right about that. And they still got a lot, man. I'm still like when Green Bay traded up, man. And when I saw who they picked, I mean, I've seen the kid play, just by accident because I'm watching, Utah State play somebody, but I never, ever would have thought that Green Bay would have traded up to get a quarterback at that. I mean, at that they got Jordan Love out the deal. I mean, I looked at his stats. I looked at some of his stuff, but he, to me, unless he had a hellified workout and he looked just like Aaron Rodgers when he first came in, I think they could have got him, easy second day player. Unless
I
he was
literally
just that
thought
good.
I thought he was going to drop to the second round. I really did, and I couldn't believe he went to who he went to. I mean, you got Aaron Rodgers, but they did the same thing with Brett Favre. They picked a quarterback, and Brett Favre still had a few more years to play. I don't know how this is going to shake out, how it's going to play out, but I know one thing now. They're saying we're looking towards the future, and they don't think they can win the Super Bowl next year.
Hmm. Yeah, because I mean, you still got. I mean, of course, some people saying Jake Fromm is not going to be a good quarterback, but this is still a pro type quarterback. I mean,
Wait a minute, he a senior this year?
yeah, he is. He came out.
Oh yeah, he should have.
He should have stayed his butt in there, but
He should have stayed this up. Yeah, yeah.
so many people were saying that he was tired of Georgia in a sense. I mean, I can get that. I mean, especially if they're not using him like he think he should, but he should have stayed another year though. You got a lot of quarterbacks that's still left, man. You got a lot of quarterbacks.
Well, he definitely shouldn't have been the quarterback that was coming out, in my
No,
opinion. I think
no.
after watching the draft and the way it was going, he may be a third or fourth round pick.
Yeah, because
And that might be good. I mean, that might be good for him or the team that picks him. But you don't come out, man, if you don't think you're a top 2 round pick, in my opinion.
No, you
Well,
don't.
maybe 4 rounds. If you're a quarterback, you want to be in the top 2 rounds.
Man,
But
especially a quarterback, man. When you come
yeah,
out, if you coming out early, you better have early numbers coming out. And I ain't talking about just no 25 touchdowns. You better have Heisman Trophy candidate numbers.
yeah,
Like,
to be a junior coming out. I mean, it may work out for him.
it,
Now the team that picks him is going to be a team that's like, okay, we can develop him and that type of stuff. So that means whoever he goes to, he wants to play right away. And you never know. The Patriots traded back. They weren't going to take a quarterback in the first round anyway. So you look at the Patriots and you say, okay, they got 2 options at quarterback. They got 3 options. They got the one kid the guy who's a backup on the squad right now. You got the free agency route, but you got Cam Newton and you also got Jameis Winston sitting there.
mm-hmm.
They're the best 2 free agent quarterbacks left. And then you got opportunity to draft a quarterback as a rookie. So, I mean, they could very well take Cam as a free agent and still pick a quarterback in the second and third round because Jake Fromm is still there.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, when it comes to the quarterback position, if you look at the Patriots, they've had some good ones. They've traded a few good ones. So they know how to develop quarterbacks, in my opinion. So let's see what they do in the second and third round. They got Tom Brady in the fourth and fifth. What was this, 5th round? 6th round.
Yep, 6.
So, I mean, you got the greatest quarterback that ever played the game in a late round. Man. Your ego when it comes to picking quarterbacks is probably out of this world.
Deuce, man, I just looked at something, man, and wow. You just, when you said, I mean, it shocked me too now, but they took, oh my God, they took LSU running back over these guys.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, in
man.
the draft, that's the worst pick I saw. And I'm not trying to say the kid isn't good, but
wow.
Got Swift sitting on the board at Kansas City.
Wow. I mean, J.K. Dobbins, Jonathan Taylor.
J.K. Dobbins.
Cam Akins out there. Man. Gosh. Oh, my God. Man, Antonio Gibson is – oh,
Yeah, I think about it. They got a good team. They just won the Super Bowl. They got a running back that's pretty good. He's a slasher. You just drafted the same type of running back. I mean, and he's smaller.
Yeah,
I
way
just don't.
smaller. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know. Like I said, I don't know of any. I don't know a whole lot of 5'7" running backs, man, that made it a long period of time and made that big of a difference on their football teams.
Well, hey, I
That's
mean,
not to say that
who is it? The
smaller
only.
guys are not good football players, or whatever, but in that system that they have, they need somebody who can run between the tackles,
Well, shoot, I
in my
mean,
opinion.
God,
But
who
am I to
was
talk
the
about
last
the
running
guys
back
who
they
just won
had?
the Super Bowl?
Who was the last one? Was it Kareem?
Yeah,
Huh? The last one that they had that was like that?
they could run between the tackles and made their team a very good team. Yeah.
So
I
I
mean,
mean,
like I said, they just, I can't take nothing away from what they're the Super Bowl champions. So it ain't nothing I can really say bad about what they're doing. They've done a really good job of picking players, but in my opinion, I don't know if the guy that they picked was the best player to pick at that position.
yeah, I'm with you on that, man. I mean, because now that I look at the list of running backs that's left out there, somebody's getting some steals right here, man. Oh,
Yeah.
gosh, you
Think
got.
about it. J.K. Dobbins is still on the board, and also Swift. And you pick the kid from LSU. I mean, like I said, he's a good football player. He
Mm-hmm.
showed he could play, but J.K. Dobbins is a beast. I thought he would have been great in that offense.
Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, J.K. He's a monster, man. Him and the kid from Wisconsin. What was Jonathan Taylor?
Yeah,
I mean, God, and they both can catch the ball at the backfield.
exactly.
And see that's what at first when I saw the pick, I was like, maybe they thinking of that Darren Sproles in a sense and using them that
Yeah,
way,
but everybody ain't
but
Dan
but
Sproles special. And Dan Sproles is special.
oh yeah, most definitely, man. I mean, like you said, I mean, they pretty much drafted what they already got.
Yeah.
They didn't draft
It's,
anything that was
they
special.
they drafted a smaller version.
Exactly. So all I can say, man, good luck with that, man. So, let's see. Let's move it to the receivers, man. I mean,
Hey man,
whew.
that kid Henry Ruggs. Woo!
Dude,
Hey,
soon as I saw them highlights, and see, I forgot all about him on the team, man. That's how deep Bama is anyway. So I was like,
man,
and then when they picked him, I was like, what? Over Judy? And then I started seeing these highlights. I was like, oh, I do
hey
remember this
man,
kid now. And when they start showing the basketball highlights, dudes, I
he
said,
athlete, he
ooh.
athlete. But I will say this: that dude right there can blaze it. And if when he catch it, he gone. Hey man,
ain't no catch.
don't let him get loose on you. He gone. He fast, boy. That boy fast. But
Man.
I felt like of course, you knew both of those guys were gonna go early. I was surprised to watch Jefferson fall.
Yeah.
I think he's one of the better route runners and very poised player. Good, good hands, good routes. I was surprised to see him drop. But and CeeDee Lamb, man, the Cowboys picked CeeDee Lamb. I
Yeah.
mean, wow, they just got better on the
Oh,
offensive side of the ball.
oh,
They just
that
gave Dak another player,
that
another
became
wide receiver. And if you don't,
huge.
man, listen, they don't win the Super Bowl this year. I don't know when they're gonna win one or
That
next couple of years. They
well,
got these kids, they better put the quarterback on the contract. But you got a lot of money going to offense.
you right
A
about
lot
that,
of money
man.
going to offense. You got a top running back when it comes to the pay scale. You get ready to have to pay a quarterback. You already got a receiver that's one of the top paid receivers in the league. Y'all better get some stuff done.
Yeah,
They
that's
offense look, they better come to the ball. And they making the playoffs and going deep into the playoffs is the only thing that's gonna justify what they did.
yeah. And I knew they was gonna pick up a receiver, man. I was like, man, if Judy fall to Dallas, oh God, it didn't matter which one that they got because that's what they need. They need another playmaker, somebody that can stretch the field.
Yeah,
Because that little 5 yards or little 7 yard routes and stuff, and hoping it was to get that yak, that ain't gonna get it. They got to be able to stretch that field so Zeke can get do his thing in between the tackles.
yeah.
If that happens, oh my God.
The University of Georgia had two linemen picked in the first round.
Dude, I saw that, but I'm like, then if they had those two, then what the hell the Mays kid was doing? Was he even
Well,
playing? I mean, because I remember he started.
yeah, he started. Well, he was on a really good offensive line. They had a well on paper they were really good.
Oh
You know what
my
I mean? I think
god.
those guys will have a better career in the NFL than what they did in college. To be honest with you, but
Oh,
and
most.
their game is fit for the NFL. You know, the NFL game.
Yep.
Big kids can move.
Yep, you're right. I mean, and to be honest with you, I think the kid that went to the Titans probably had a better career. Um, and that's depending on what they do with the running game because you saw last year where well you saw what they did. The quarterback gave him all that dang on money and but didn't give your boy here his money. I was like, what? How you gonna give a new guy that just came in money,
Yeah,
franchise money, when you got a franchise running back? Like, what the heck? Something ain't right. So,
they need to figure out what they're gonna do with that. Derrick Henry need to get paid. They need to get paid now.
he say, well, they going to come with the money next year there, because he's gonna give
Oh,
them the
they got to break.
deuces.
He's gonna be the first. He's gonna be the highest paid running back. He gonna be. You gonna pay him more than you gonna pay Christian McCaffrey.
Man, this and man, I still can't believe T Higgins didn't get drafted in the first round, man. No,
Yeah, very surprised.
that's the one that
Very
shocked me,
surprised.
man. I actually thought, to be honest with you, I actually thought Green Bay was gonna pick him up.
I did too. When they picked the quarterback, like you said, I was thinking, okay, they're gonna pick T Higgins. He gonna be there with Aaron Rodgers. And then I'm thinking to myself,
'Cause
did
that's
they just pick a quarterback?
man, that's the only that's so far that pick where I mean where Green Bay took the quarterback and and then where the last pick of the draft was a running back. It shocked me, especially LSU's running back. It shocked me when Casey took him. Let's see. Let's move over here. Let's see. Let's go with O lineman, man. Man, did you see the highlights on the kid from Louisville, man?
Becton, yeah, Makai Becton.
Oh
Hey
my
man,
god.
that dude is disrespectful when he play. He be throwing people all over the place. I like
Oh my god, dude.
that's what you want to do right there. Hey man, I like
Man,
that.
dude, man, if that man would have been pushing me around like that, man, we were gonna fight, man.
And you know what's crazy? I was surprised that the Giants didn't take him. I
Oh,
thought he would have been. I thought he was the best lineman in the draft, in my opinion.
that's
Him
what I
and
said. Most definitely would be he would most definitely have a better career than Thomas will
yeah,
at the Giants. I mean, because they took him with the fourth overall pick.
yeah. I think the kid out of Alabama, Wills, Jared Wills, and also Becton. Those are the top two tackles in my opinion. And then
Mm-hmm.
also the kid out of Iowa. That kid was a beast too. I mean, he can play and he can move. I didn't realize he was that agile. So that was, I mean, I think these guys got some good picks. I mean, all these guys are good football players. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah, which one
but
was it? I'm trying to
it's
think.
just some of those guys I didn't think should get drafted in the position that they did. They could have, they would have still been there a few picks later.
Yeah, because let's see, who you talking about? Oh yeah, you talking about the kid that ran that 4.85.
Yeah, that's a big athlete right there.
Oh
That guy's
my god, man.
Iowa. Yeah, he's a beast.
Man, I wish they would have showed his actually because they didn't show it last night when they ran the 40 time, and people don't realize how fast 4.8 is at that
But
size, man.
yeah, for being that size, that Tristan Wills,
I mean,
that's a big old kid.
you
That's a
talking
big dude. That's a big. I take that back. I can't say kid. That's a
that's
grown
a
man
grown
right
ass man, dude.
there.
That's a grown ass man.
And he played like it, boy. He played tough. I
Yeah,
like
he
that.
did, man. I mean, when I saw those, I mean, I ain't even about to even, if they would have just showed me his attributes, what he did at the combine, I was like, oh
Mm-hmm.
shit, oh yeah, that's first
Listen,
round
man,
right there.
Tampa Bay did the one thing they needed to do in this draft. They got somebody to protect the right side of Tom Brady. They got better on offense. I think that draft pick helps them out to probably be the best team in the NFC South, in my opinion. I'm a diehard Falcons fan, but all the moves that they made in the offseason have made it very tough to be able to beat them when it comes to on paper. They still got to play the game on the field. But this kid can help take them over the top to being the best team in the AFC South.
Most definitely, man. Most definitely, man. Let's see. Let's see. I mean, no tight ends got drafted, so of course we're gonna move over to the best side of the ball, man.
Defense, baby. Wins
Defense,
championship.
man. Defense, man. They had some head hunters in this first round, and when I say they got some head hunters that still left,
Yeah.
boy. Because man, when I say I saw some DTs, man, some DTs, dudes. Hey, the kid from Auburn, Derek Brown.
Yeah. He'll be.
Man, oh my God, dudes. Once he get in with these the older guys and he learn how to play this position and use his hands the way he has to use them in the league, ain't nobody better block that dude, man.
Man, that kid is 6'5", 326, and he can run. I
Yeah.
mean, he looks like he's like a monster on the field. Only thing he has to worry about is pad leverage, which I think that'll come, just practicing, playing the game, and those type of things. But he's gonna be a force to be reckoned with. Now, the most impressive defensive player, of course, went the first pick, second pick in the draft. That was Chase Young.
Almost
He
different.
is
Oh, that's a freak of
he's
nature.
something different.
That's
But there are some good players. Isaiah Simmons, the cornerback from Ohio State,
mm-hmm.
um, Jeff Okota. He's really good too. Now, I didn't really see any surprises on the defensive
Nah,
side like that. I
not
mean, a
really.
couple of those cornerbacks you paid attention to that went, but and you could have went either way with some of those.
Mm-hmm.
But like the kid from Auburn, I didn't expect for him to go first round.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, that did shock
I
me too.
didn't expect him to go first round, but I mean, I think that had something to do with the fact that you couldn't go back and watch some of these kids over again. I think it took some of the second guessing out for a lot of these teams. They had to come up with somebody, and if that
Mm-hmm.
was their guy, you just had to take that guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, you're right, man. I mean, this first round, it did really shocked me like a normal draft where you typically have a sleeper get in at certain positions, especially the wide receiver position. You
Mm-hmm.
typically see one player that gets in that you're like, oh God, I can't believe they drafted him, and because we never saw him play on the field because these coaches got out and saw what these kids do and they know they can make plays. That's the play one position that normally have a sleeper that jump in the first round. And that's the part that I said that this draft is going to be weird, man. It's going to be weird when these next 2-3 years and we go back and see that, oh, wow, man, only two of those first round are panned it out. I mean, and that's a lot, because normally there's not a lot that pan out in the end. It become, Hall of Famers and stuff because these next few days is where typically the Hall of Famers come from.
Yeah, yeah. And as a kid, and I tell you on that board right now that I'm waiting to see where he goes. And if I'm a team like the Patriots, it'd be a kid I would go after as a quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
He's still sitting on the board, and he one of my top quarterbacks because he got arm talent. And now I'm talking about Jacob Eason from Washington. Of
Oh,
course, he's a kid that played at Georgia. He's one who made that pass that it was a third down pass.
mm-hmm.
It was about a 60-yard pass in the air
Oh,
on the money for the touchdown. That's because we came back and won that game with the Hail Mary, the Dobbs and Jennings Hail Mary. But the play to score for them to go up,
that's
he
right.
threw
Hold
a
on.
pass that broke, man, that
Did
from one hash mark all the way to the corner of the field over there. He dropped the thing right in the bucket for a touchdown. That's one of the best passes I've seen in a college quarterback throw. I've been raving about that play for a few years now, and that kid has arm talent. I think he has more arm talent than most of the a couple of quarterbacks that got picked before him. Justin Herbert is good. I
mm-hmm.
don't know if he has this kid's arm talent, but he's sitting in the second round over there for somebody like a Patriots team that can take a kid and develop him. And that's what I think that first pick is going to be when it comes to the second round because he'll be sitting right there.
Oh, he most definitely, man. I'm with you there. I mean, because like now, I think right now, of course, every time I look at the draft board, the first time I look at it is, everybody talk about what Mel Kiper is doing. I was like, man, Mel Kiper don't know what the hell he talking about, man.
Oh, he do pretty good most of the time, but I think
Man,
Mel be
man.
taking that. I think Mel be taking that money under the table to get
Uh,
players, make players look better, man. We'll talk
that,
about because whoever he talks about usually gets drafted.
hey, that's what he do, man. Because I was like, man, take my man off your board, man. He had my man Judy on the board for every pick. He said this should be the next pick. Man, leave my man alone. You jinxing Judy, man.
Well, Judy gonna be all right though.
Oh yeah,
He was with a good team too.
he with a good team, man, and that's the
Yeah,
key though, man. With this draft though, man, that's what it's all about, man. If you can get on a good team, you will last a long time, especially going to a team with a bunch of veterans. Because the kid that got drafted by KC, he's gonna
yeah,
last. He's gonna last, especially the way they use the backs or whatever. Because they gonna pick up somebody to run between those tackles.
they are. But doggone it,
They should have got it all in one there.
got it all in one. I just think J.K. Dobbins would have been a better pick. I think so, but I mean, of course, who am I? Andy Reid just won the Super Bowl, so he obviously know what he's doing by picking players.
All right,
But
he knows something. He
yeah,
knows something. Like
yeah,
tell me this, dude. Say so. A lot of our nation wants to know, man. They wants to know. Well, here I let you answer this question. David actually said, "Where would Batuli and Taylor end up at?" Tough question, man.
tough question. I think Dave Batuli's gonna be a third round pick.
Mm-hmm.
I think Taylor's gonna be a third round pick. It's just the way the draft is going. I don't know exactly what teams they're gonna go to, but I see both of those kids being third round picks. And to be honest with you, whoever gets Batuli's gonna get a steal.
I get a steal.
They gonna get a steal. He's a tackling machine. Now that kid can play linebacker. He play middle line. He's big, can run. Whoever gets this kid, they gonna get a steal. So I see him being probably out of this class of players on the defensive side of the ball. I think he'll be the kid who lasts the longest in the NFL.
Oh, here. So I'm with you on that. Only one I'm going to disagree with. I think Taylor will get picked today. I think
You
he'll
think
get
Taylor
picked.
gonna get picked up in the
Yeah,
second round?
he's that prototype DN outside rusher. That's what they like now, though, man. That's what they like these days.
Yeah.
Kind of long and be able to get to the QB. I mean, he didn't do that much, but he had the intangibles to be a good rush in the league, man. I mean, he got that get off.
I think
It's
if
something.
if some of these other linemen had gotten drafted in the first round, a kid out of out of Iowa, a kid out of TCU, I'm looking at I'm looking at the flow of how the draft is going,
True. I can see that.
and they didn't pick a whole lot of defensive linemen yesterday. So the run is going to be on them in the second and third round. I just think it pushed them back to the third round because of that. They didn't pick a lot of defensive ends in the first round.
Well, see, and I'm gonna tell you why. Here, I'm gonna tell you why I like it, dude. This is something that I've always seen in players, man, and it's a rare situation that you see in defensive linemen, man. Something that Reggie White even told me when he used to come to practice and used to tell us about who was gonna be this or who was the best this year, and he always looked at Big Cat, Leonard, me, Darwin, and the one thing he used to always talk about. Get off. That first step is deadly. If you can master that first step and use your hands, it's totally different. And if you go look at Darrell Taylor, man, and you watch that first step, he got it. Now, the other one that you just called out, the kid from Iowa, he got it.
Yeah.
That's
Keep in
something.
mind, you got the kid from Iowa that has it, the kid from Houston, who could have been a first round draft pick, but his attitude,
That's what
he's a
killed him.
baller.
Somebody
Got
gonna
a
get a
kid
steal.
got a kid out of Texas A&M, Matabuke, I think is what his last name is. But like, you got a lot of pass rushers
It's a
and
lot of
defensive
them.
linemen that's
You got
getting
a
ready to
lot.
come up. That's gonna go above. They're gonna go above Taylor, in my opinion. I think he might squeak in there and be in the second round, but I'm
I,
looking at it as a third round draft pick.
I
Now.
think I think he's gonna be our first ball taken. I think just because of
Yeah, I just don't know if it's gonna be in the second round.
So it's gonna be. I can't wait to see it because that's gonna be huge, especially for the Vols, with recruiting too.
Absolutely. I mean, well, I think I want the kid to get the opportunity. That's the good thing for him is that he's gonna get drafted. I see him as a. I think he's gonna be a third round pick, in my opinion. But if he goes in the second round, that'd be great.
Yes. I most definitely know that if Batuti, he's gonna be a steal. You're right, man, because I look at it and see like all the inside linebackers that are still left. There's a lot of them left, man. I mean,
Yeah.
the kid out of Miami I loved. I mean, I think his name was like Shaquille or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That kid can play ball, man. I mean, the kid from what was it, Wyoming?
Yeah.
He can run, man. And of course, LSU, your boy Phillips still out there. What now? This is
Oh yeah.
what is
Yeah.
all because normally Alabama have two or three inside linebackers that's in the first round, man. Or what happened to the LSU? I mean, that's what I told everybody. What was the difference maker with the Alabama team last year? They don't have them sell LBs like they used to.
They didn't have that stud linebacker to be a pass rush. That's
Mm-hmm.
the one thing they didn't have last year.
Mm-hmm. And
They usually have a stud linebacker that can rush the passer.
yep, and
They always
that's
had them big linebackers that can rush the passer,
mm-hmm.
and they help with the pass rush. They didn't have that same type of pass rush this year because they didn't have an outside linebacker that could do those type of things.
Yeah, man. It's gonna be an interesting draft, man. Because today is gonna be defense day. Defense is gonna be DTs and wide receiver day. There's a lot of wide receivers that's still out there.
Yeah,
Cause,
and for
'cause,
some reason they got Marquez Callaway is picked to go above Jawan Jennings.
and I'm gonna tell you and see. I got a bet with a couple of wide receivers that we played with that was gonna happen.
Mm.
And the reason behind it is because of how would I say potential.
Yeah,
He haven't peaked yet in a sense, and Jawan. I mean, Jennings is a dog. He's a beast, man.
yeah,
He's a beast. And I think the one thing once he do get into the league, he's going to learn is to go down
yeah. But that's what makes him.
because I
That's
know,
what makes him the player he is.
yeah, but you know you don't go take your ass down in the NFL, you gonna be what the NFL stands for. Not for long.
I get what you're saying, but
Deuce. You
his
know training.
style to me is like the kid from South Carolina, Alshon Jeffrey.
Mm-hmm.
Alshon Jeffrey still plays a tough brand of football. He's still in the league.
Mm-hmm.
I look at Jawan Jennings. He's going to be bigger than almost every player that's going to be going up against him, unless they put a linebacker on.
True.
So I think he has enough of that ability to be able to get away from some of those guys.
Yeah, true.
Now, does he need to get down sometimes? Absolutely. But the fight is what makes him the player he is.
Yeah, and that's what I love about him, though, man. I mean that I may be wrong, but it's just
That,
I
that
just
extra effort,
it,
that helps.
I just know you coming across that middle like that, man, and you trying to get that extra yard, and I'm talking about I'm talking about 300 pounders that's running down this field, and you trying to get that extra yard like he did at Tennessee. And I'm saying that I know Jawan can do it because I mean, there's no hands down. Anybody that get him is gonna get a steal.
Yeah.
A steal, and
They're
I'm a
football players.
steal. Yes, and even if they transition over to tight end, he gonna be a steal.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a
He's
steal.
going to be a steal. Because he's a football player, man. He's a guy.
He's what
He's
you
a
called him.
football.
He's what you call him is what we've been missing for these last few years. We ain't got
Yeah.
them dogs at Tennessee like we used to, man. But we gonna see, man. I mean, that's today is a huge day for a lot of kids. I mean, you talking about it's gonna be a tough day because a lot of these guys that still left in the draft that should have been first round. It's gonna be tough. I see. Who was I think my buddy Mike Curcio just said that he said he's okay with 4.7. You know that Juwan Jennings. Hey, 4.7. Hey, that works in the league now. You know, I mean,
And
that
listen, they
that
just
that.
drafted a kid in the first round from TCU, the wide receiver. They got drafted. He ran a 4.75 at the combine.
Mm-hmm.
You watch the kid play on the football field,
That ain't
it
no
don't
force.
matter what he
Yeah, yeah.
runs.
He getting
He's a
away.
football player.
He knows how to use his speed to the best ability. He's still pulling away from people.
Yeah. He didn't look like no 4.7 football player on the
Mm-hmm.
football on the field. Now, Juwan, he is a step slow, but his route running, his toughness, and when the ball is in the air, he's that type of kid that can go up and get it. Those plays, that negates the speed, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, most definitely, man. I mean, he most definitely is. How I'll call it. You know, football speed is totally different when you're out there in those pads and you got to go get it. It's totally different, man, than you sitting there getting timed by a stopwatch. Ain't no stopwatch gonna help you when you get on that field. That 4.3, 4.2, 4 any of this. Once you get on that field, you got to change your mindset on that because you got mother. I can't even the stuff I want to say right now. You got people that's trying to knock your head off, and when them talking about you running from somebody, it's like running from a pit bull dog. You ain't getting caught.
This is the one thing that's different now than when we played. You can't necessarily knock a
You
player out
can't.
from
You
around
right.
the
You
middle.
right.
So for safety, bro, you can't knock them out. That intimidation has gone away. So the game is more suited for receivers to be able to go over the middle now. So that's why I think it makes Juwan a good fit for the NFL. But also some of these other guys that are getting drafted, you're looking at the speed of the game as opposed to more, like the kid Ruggs. Reason why I think he went fast first because he's faster. He can catch. Yards after catch were great, those type of things. But also, he's small. He's 5'11" kid playing wide receiver. First player picked in the draft as receiver at 5'11". You talking about the league that has 6'2", 6'3" guys like a T. Higgins and those type of guys. Now, the speed helps him, and everybody's trying to recreate the Hill kid, Tyreek Hill. You can't recreate that, but is
No.
Ruggs a great football player? I think he is, and these receivers gonna get. Some of these guys are gonna last a longer time because you can't knock them out across the middle no more. I mean, that part is gonna help save him.
Wow, man, do something. Oh yeah, I can't believe they got him that low. Wow, man, got Juwan Jennings way down there.
Yeah, he's listed in the 200s. That means he's probably fifth or sixth round pick.
Oh wow, they got him ranked here, the number 36 wide receiver that's available.
Yeah,
Ain't no
that,
way,
that
man. No, there ain't no way, dude.
that pushes you way back in the draft.
Wow, man. Because from what I heard, he did down at Senior Bowl.
Yeah,
It wasn't no contest.
but here's the thing. Here's the thing with Juwan. Juwan got kicked out the football team,
Mm-hmm.
and most teams are looking at it from this standpoint.
The character. Yep, that's true.
Character, even though he came back and he did a great job and he, won everyone over and everything, but he had that one flaw in character, that one situation. That thing could cost you a whole lot of money, and it did. And I look at it from a standpoint of this kid knows what he did wrong. He's corrected it. But as an NFL team, you know what you're thinking? Do I give this kid a whole lot of money? Or do I wait and let him earn it?
Yes, sir. That's it.
Because if I got a kid that has a character situation in today's world, when it comes to the NFL, they're not going to draft that kid high. They're not.
And that's
That
the
character
reason
part,
why.
that character piece means a lot. And, every now and then back in the day, they took some guys to checkered pass. I don't know if they do that as much now, simply because if a player gets in trouble, the team has to pay a fine too.
Yep.
And guys are not wanting to do that. I mean, NFL teams are not want to be embarrassed. So think about it. Kareem Hunt situation, I'm surprised he even got another shot in the NFL, but he got another shot. He'll never get that big time money because of that one situation, though. He'll always be a mid-level paid running back simply because of the situation that he put himself in.
Oh man, that's yeah. Dudes, let's take a couple of questions here from the chat. Well, let's read some of the chats, man. See what everybody's talking about, and we'll get up off here, man. Because I know
Mm-hmm.
you got to go get that quick workout in and
Yes. Get
and
that
make it
morning
happen.
walk.
'Cause I got to do it too. Because I got to go to chat, man. I got to get my wheels fixed today.
Okay.
Let's
Which
see.
wheels you talking about? Your wheels on your feet
No, oh no, man.
or on
Hey,
your car?
on my car, man. I got a homeboy in chat, man. Like every year, I get something done to him different.
Okay.
I don't get rims anymore like I used to, man. Like all I do now is he gets a new color or something that has like, because my car is black, he'll do something like black with like orange specks or something. You really can see it, or like,
Yeah.
he that gunmetal or something. He does different stuff to it. I just tell hey, he tell me go hook me up, and I let him go, and shoot, man, my car look like a brand new car, man.
That's awesome, man. Hey, that's awesome. Makes a difference.
You still got your M37?
Yeah. Well, no, I got the
You got the
Q70.
Q70, yeah. You got the longer one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead, what you, I'll buy it from you. I got 10-5 for it right
Man, I'm gonna get that car to my nephew when he graduates, man.
now. Hey, I know you're gonna give somebody. Hey, tell your nephew I give him mine. Tell him I get his name stitched in the headrest. He'd be like, "Oh, deal." Oh man, let's see here. Let's get over here. Memphis Perry said two legends this morning. He said, "Billy, tell Fred I say hello." Memphis said hello, man. Hey, Memphis is
What's up, Memphis? How you doing, buddy?
yeah. I'm pretty say yes, right. You know Memphis, man. Hitting you up on
Yeah, man.
Facebook.
What's up,
Yeah,
Memphis?
he put that fire on it, man. That thing was clean, dude.
Hey, man, that was nice, man. I was like, wow, that's awesome.
Oh man,
That's a great picture, dude.
he got to get you
Seriously.
the care package, man. I mean, the shine,
I know, man. Listen, hopefully, whenever this event is that you guys are going to up there, I'm trying to be able to make it up for that. So make sure you get me the dates, man. I want to be able to come up and go up to Gatlinburg with you guys and enjoy some of the samples and have a good time.
Yeah, because I'm gonna actually probably do a show up there, man, right before the season start, and go up
Yeah.
there and have a good time up there. So I'll let you know whenever that
Oh,
stuff happens, and just go up
yeah.
there.
Let
And,
me know, man. Let me know. I definitely want to come up here and be a part of that.
it's because it's been a while since we really had like a true fellas trip. So that cabin might be nice.
I know, right? The cabins in Gatlinburg sound like a good trip, man.
Oh man, you remember the cabins back in the day, man?
Yeah, man. We should have fun up there.
Oh God, I would love to talk about that, but hey, we can't let nobody know some of that stuff.
Hey, listen. Some of those stories are not to be told.
Oh man, dude, stop. So I'm
Hey,
sitting there saying like, don't say nothing, dude. I'll be like, man, Deuce might say something. All right, Deuce ain't said
no,
that.
I vowed to secrecy.
Oh man, oh man.
Those were some good trips, though, Big One. Man,
Hey,
Gatlinburg used to be fun.
man, sure we did. Well, remember on Wednesdays we used to head up to when we didn't have to work out.
Yeah, exactly. Go up there, have a good time, come on back.
Yeah, boy. Hey,
Yeah, we used to have fun up there.
Man. Let's see. Who is this here? Mike Curcio said, he said, or we can go to Louisville.
Man, listen,
Dude,
I was hoping they were going to have the Kentucky Derby this year, but that's going to probably not be, it's going to probably be canceled too.
they pushed Derby back to September, man.
Oh, they did?
It's never been done, man. They say that normally they go cancel, but they pushed it back, dude. So it's a
Kentucky,
good month too.
Kentucky, you will probably see Fred White. I promise you that.
Hey, that's a whole nother situation of stories right there.
Yeah.
Oh man, I remember those days like it was just yesterday, man. Oh, let's see who else up here. So Chris said, "What happened at that cabin? We ate some good food and had some drinks.
Yeah. That's all we can tell you.
It was great, man. I mean, the barbecue was really good, and we came back home before midnight.
I don't know about. Then we come back. We went back to the cabin before midnight. I don't know if we stayed sleep.
Oh gosh, it's too funny, man. Oh man. Oh man, what dudes, man? We gonna get up out of here, man. I'm surprised I've been on this long, man. So we're gonna get
Well,
out of
hey
here,
man,
man.
anytime, big word, call you boy. You know I like to get on. You know I like to talk
Like,
sports anyway.
once again,
But
man, I appreciate you,
I
man.
want to say good luck to the guys, man, from UT. I really do hope that if Darren Taylor gets into the second round, that'd be great for us. That'd be great. Um, but I think we're gonna have at least 3 or 4 kids get drafted. I think Batula gets drafted, Jennings and Callaway. I think they all will get drafted. Possibly late, but I still think they're gonna
Yeah.
get drafted.
Yeah, I mean, gonna be a bunch of steals, man. These they got quite a few kids that still left out that Tennessee that's gonna get, at least free agent deals going, get a chance to show their talents, and they got some sleepers out there. So that's the part that I love about the draft, that the undrafted ones that get the opportunity, the little guys that don't get the recognition that they should.
Yeah,
So
definitely,
because
definitely.
you're seeing guys, that play, on Super Bowl teams that guys that never even thought would have been playing on Super Bowl teams.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely. There's a lot of so you got to get a shot. That's all you need is
that's
a shot.
all it is,
That's all it
man.
takes. You get a shot.
Get an opportunity and show up, show out, let them know that you here.
Yep.
Your resume speak way louder than how fast I can run.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Deuce, man. Hey, appreciate you for coming on, man. I got to hit this road, man, and get on up the chat, which I keep acting like that's like 3 hours or something.
Hey man, that might be a nice little drive during this time period. I'll tell you that. Well, all
Man.
right, man.
All right, Deuce, man.
Be
Thanks for
safe
coming
out
on, man.
there.
All right, man. Take care, Deuce. Peace.
Go balls, baby.
Yes, sir. Love you guys.
Love
Peace.
you, man.